Emmanuel Alote, the Municipal Chief Executive for Ghanadistricts, has lauded the government's decision to allocate 80% of all resources to the assemblies, adding that the move goes to explain the president's vision to help transform and develop the country through the assemblies.
That is good news for us because we are now more or less revamping our revenue mobilization unit. So revenue collection is a bit low. And we are hoping to put in the best strategies and policies to ensure we collect more. But for a start, if the president is bringing the 80%, that's good news, and God bless him, and that's what we need. And it goes to explain the vision of the president for the country. He knows that the assemblies are the right unit to transform and develop the country. So we welcome that. We already have the document from the DACF unit to go through the formula for the allocation, and we are hoping that everything will be transferred into our account, and we'll submit a document that shows our priority areas, and we'll make sure whatever the president promised and is giving us will be put to judicious use. We'll remove all the leakages, that's an assurance, and the corruption, and make sure we have 90%. If we are supposed to commit 90% into keepers, that's capital expenditure, putting up structures, we'll make sure everything will be done, and the people of Ghana will not be shortchanged.
Touching on youth employment in the area, the Municipal Chief Executive pledged his commitment to work closely with the National Youth Authority and other relevant agencies to secure jobs and business proposals approval to help youth in his area start up their own businesses.
And the next thing I want to tackle in the assembly has to do with youth employment. We have most of our youth. I happen to visit most of the joints where they convey in the mornings, where they play football while supposed to go and work, and all the other centers. So I'll be working with the Youth Employment Agency, National Youth Authority, and other government agencies to secure jobs, secure business proposals approval for them to start their own businesses, to make sure the youth are engaged, to make money, and also to drive their vision. And that's what we'll be doing to support the youth in the area.
According to him, the Ejumera and National Apprenticeship programs, which are designed by the government to provide complete support to young entrepreneurs, including skills training, mentorship, access to startup capital and equipment, will be the backbone to ensure that more youth are offered the opportunity to start up their businesses.
Already the president has commissioned or more or less inaugurated some of the policies he wants to run, and it's supposed to trickle down to the districts. The Ejumera project, which we are expecting most of the youth to submit their proposals. We will follow up and make sure they get selected, they get the funding to start their business. Their business is going to create more employment within the sector, so we follow up. And again, the president has inaugurated the National Apprenticeship Program, which will be running through the district. We are yet to register all craftsmen, masters, and madams. Then we give them the youth to train. So we will sit down by third quarter of June, come up with all the formalities and the policies. Then we announce to the public to get in.
Asked if there are specific criteria for the program.
Not at all. When it comes to the master craftsmen and the madams, we have criteria. Of course, it should be a serious unit. Not that we give you 10 kids to train and they don't have a place to sit and all that. So we'll assess where you are, your shop and everything, that you have the capacity to take 10, 15, 20 before we give you. Those are the criteria for. But for the youth, anybody who is interested in learning technical vocational skills, you are ready. We are fortunate to be located within the Kokompe enclave. This place was actually acquired by a government instrument under Jerry John Rawlings to migrate all those Senate Kokompe to this side. And they were not only to come and sell spare parts, but they will be producing some of the parts here. They have their map and everything. So we are going to help them to start producing both and not. And that's where they can also train the youth and employ some of them. So for the youth, there's no criteria. Once you are 18 and above, you want to learn something, the door is open. And even if you have PhD and you want to be equipped with technical vocational skills, you are welcome to Ghanadistricts.
Mr. Alote is therefore urging the youth to develop interest by grabbing the opportunity to receive adequate training, funding, and mentorship to drive their economic transformation.